Hey, what's up guys, it's Cypher. In this video we talk about some really important discussions. In the beginning of this game we talk about aim assist. I also talk about later in the game how there's too much AI in squads. You guys know skill-based matchmaking has been adjusted. You know, we kind of discovered that there is a lot of AI, more than you might think. One of my subscribers made a program that, you know, shows you how many AI are in the game. So we checked to see how much there was, and it was mind-blowing how many AI there were in squads. So basically I talked about the situation with AIs. I gave some constructive feedback and basically gave my opinion on the whole skill-based situation. If you guys enjoy these discussion videos, please do like this video, so I know you guys want more discussion type videos like this. And if you guys want to help me reach my goal of 4 million subscribers, I would very much appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because a lot of you who are watching right now are not subscribed. Enjoy the rest of this video. Guys, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, by the way, I'm SypherPK, mainly Fortnite. As of 6 days ago, I started playing Fortnite on a controller. I usually play mouse and keyboard. Now that you've tried both, who has the advantage? It's not controller, right? In the grand scheme of things, controller does not have the advantage inherently. Does not have the advantage. But with the current meta, lack of traps and weak shotguns and strong spray guns, controller is definitely favored in tournaments and competitive matches that reward kills significantly over placements. In a super stacked lobby with some of the best players in the world all competing against each other, most likely a mouse and keyboard player will come out on top. In an open tournament that rewards kills enough, there's going to be on average more controller players, you know, doing well, especially compared to the population of controller players. So let's think about it like this. Let's just think about numbers, all right? Let's leave our emotions out of it, okay? There were 55 controller players in the top 100 of the solo FNCS open qualifiers for NA East. 55 of the top 100 were on controller. Statistically, PC players who use controller make up 15% of the population of PC players. Now that number, it applies to everybody, not just competitive. So it could be higher in competitive. There could be more PC controller players in competitive compared to just PC casual. There was 55 control players in the top 100, even though they only account for 15% of the population. This is probably one of the first times we've seen like controller dominate in, I don't want to say dominate because it's 55-45. It's not a huge percentage difference, but it's the first time we've seen them have like they just have a lead, right? A lead in the amount of players qualifying for the event in that qualifier. But you could also account the spray meta and the lack of traps, because without traps, controller players are at an advantage because they prefer to jump into people's boxes while mouse and keyboard players do not. And then the drum gun, miniguns, and just the overall strength of spray weapons compared to the weaker shotguns currently that we have, that we didn't like in the past. A green and blue pump was just as powerful as the current purple and gold pump. So we have weaker shotguns, stronger spray guns, lack of traps. Controller probably has a small edge right now over mouse and keyboard competitively, but only in tournaments that that reward kills significantly, and that's every tournament except finals of FNCS. So all the cash cups, all the daily cash cups, all of that, those all are slightly favored towards controller currently. With that in mind, these are AI, by the way. With that in mind, does aim assist need an adjustment? Small adjustment to close range tracking would be nice, and then some other quality of life improvements would be nice, because you can't just nerf controller without buffing other aspects of it. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to tell, because right now it's just like there's so many spray guns, there's no traps. Like it's just like it's a meta that favors a controller playstyle, right? Maybe if the meta didn't favor the controller playstyle, it wouldn't matter. Bro, there's too much AI, man. There's just so I can actually, after this game, I'm gonna check how many real players were in my game. One of my subs, Guardian, you know, he made a stream snipe tracker where it tracks players who are in my game and how often they're joining my games, so I can tell if someone's like a chronic stream sniper. But it can also tell me how many real people are in the lobby versus how many AI players are in the lobby. So after this game, I'm gonna check this game, this round, how many AI are in the game and how many real players are in the game. We're gonna check those numbers after this match because I'm curious. A lot of people were saying, yo, Cypher, you're such a hypocrite. You said you told Epic to turn off skill-based matchmaking, and now they did. And now you're complaining about bots or whatever. And I'm like, dude, first of all, a lot of these comments like isolated from like, you know, from the public. People can shift the narrative however they want, right? People can shift the narrative however they want. They can come up with any reality about, you know, me or anything, and then if they say it with enough, these guys are AI too. If they say it with enough confidence, all of a sudden everyone on the thread or the comment section now takes this as like legit truth. Like they're just believing Jim Bob and taking their word as truth. So I never said skill-based matchmaking needs to be removed. I always said that skill-based matchmaking needs to be adjusted. There needs to be some more variety, and there needs to be like less strict skill-based matchmaking. You also need to account for players who are very new to the game and not, you know, feed them to the wolves, right? I've always said these things. Even in the video, we need to talk about Fortnite. I talk about this. I've seen it so many times where people are like, oh, Cypher wants skill-based matchmaking removed so he can pub stomp, blah, blah, blah. Even though that's not what I said, right? I said there needs to be some adjustments and whatnot. But the reality is, like, this isn't even like removal of skill-based matchmaking. We've got more AI in the game than real players. So this isn't what I asked for. This isn't even like so here's the thing. I prefer this over just pure skill-based matchmaking. But I know that the AI is kind of a problem. He's rezzing his boy. Wow. I mean, I thought I should thirst him, but I didn't think he was actually going to do that. That's my bet. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. That's crazy. There's no way this is legit. So this is a stream sniper like tracker, and it basically just tracks people who are in my game multiple times, and it kind of creates like logs so that if somebody's in my game like 20 times in one day, I can know that they're stream sniping, try to send that evidence over. So these are the matches that I've had today so far. 38 real players out of 100, 37 real players out of 100, 22 real players, 37, 19, and then that last game that we just had, 19 real players. It shows everybody that I killed and the person that killed me. That's a little too, I feel like that's a little too much AI. It's not even 50-50. It's 70 to 80% of the lobby is AI. Okay, so what they could do, man, what they could do is like I said, there needs to be like categories, like open, no, like recruit, like beginner, and then open. It's like 2 categories, maybe 3 categories, right? Like completely new players, like fresh off spawn island new players, right? And then like a recruit stage, and then open. And if I'm thinking about expressing this, so imagine this is gonna be an indication of skill level, right? Skill-based matchmaking. Okay, this is the range of skill. What we're gonna do here, you know, completely new players on this side, pro players over here. Now, this is like an idea. You have 3 stages of matchmaking, 3 stages of just matchmaking, public matchmaking, right? Stage 1, right, is right here, and that's gonna be new accounts, no wins, barely any kills, less than 10 hours played, right? Stage 2 is here. So that's stage 1. I'm going to just... Stage 2 is going to be a little bit wider. It's going to be like right here. And stage 2 is going to be few wins under like 30 hours played. Recruit mode, whatever. Like recruit mode, like half AI, half real players. This one would be 70 to 80% AI. And then you have the open. This is open season right here, okay? This is the open matchmaking. All real players, maybe 10 to 20 AI, maybe. This is what I would do. At least test it. You have a new account mode where it's a fresh account, no wins, barely any kills, barely any time played. It's just like introduction to Fortnite. You're going mostly against AI players. There might be some other bots, like when I say bots, I mean there might be some other players with you, but it's mostly AI. Tutorial feeling, right? And then once you pass that tutorial mode, recruit mode, few wins, not as much time played, half AI, half real players. And then once you get to a certain point, once you have a certain amount of wins, I don't know what that number is, you're open. It is now open season, open matchmaking. You're going against mostly real players, some AI. This is my idea. Obviously, this is just like a rough draft. I don't know. What do you guys think?